This is not a coincidence, but a call of destiny. Your light must shine like a beacon when the world is in the grip of chaos. The year 2025 is not an ordinary year. It is the sacred turning point when you will accept your true role, your destiny, and transform the world. You are not an ordinary human being. Your name is written on the pages of destiny. Everything you touch with your hand will undergo a divine change. You are in this world not just to be a spectator, but to lead, to guide, and to be a light shining in the darkness. It is time to take action. Put aside your fears and doubts and walk into your destiny. You have divine energy in your hands and inexhaustible courage in your heart. Accept this sacred mission to which God has called you and flood the world with unprecedented light. Remember, you are no ordinary star. You are the sun that will break through the darkness of eternity. Now write 77 in the comments and stand up, embrace your mission, and remember, 2025 is your year, your time. The dawn of 2025 signals a turning point, a crossroads where destiny calls those uniquely prepared to transform existence as we know it. This is the era when those marked by a higher purpose step into their roles, not by chance, but through divine orchestration. To rise now means to step beyond the comfort of certainty, embracing the extraordinary challenge of reshaping a fractured world. The heavens are expectant, the earth yearning, and the moment demands your total commitment. This path was not one you stumbled upon. It was etched into the essence of your being. It is a fire within, not to consume you, but to propel you into action. No longer can you linger in observation or inaction. You are tasked with creation, leadership, and the embodiment of higher purpose. This is the pivotal hour, and it requires nothing less than everything you have to offer. Imagine a lighthouse standing resolutely on the edge of a storm-tossed sea, its beam cutting through the chaotic night. That lighthouse doesn't question its purpose, nor does it waver in its mission to guide lost vessels to safe harbors. In the same way, you are called to be that unshakable light in a world overwhelmed by turbulence and uncertainty. Your purpose is to illuminate, not with a timid flicker, but with a radiance so powerful that it pierces the deepest darkness. This is your first sacred task, to rise as a source of transcendent brilliance, showing others the way to hope, clarity, and divine purpose. The shadows around you are not insurmountable. They are the very canvas on which your light will shine. This isn't about blending in or adapting to the chaos. It's about standing apart, standing firm, and standing bright. You are not a candle struggling to stay lit in a storm. You are an uncontainable burst of divine energy, an unstoppable force of clarity and transformation. When despair weighs down hearts and confusion blinds the way, your presence becomes the compass, pointing unerringly to a higher truth. Truth itself is not a passive force. It's an active, consuming fire that melts away despair and burns through the barriers of fear. Your mission is to carry this fire into every corner of existence, letting it blaze a path for others to follow. This is not a fleeting task or a momentary duty. It is a profound and eternal responsibility. What you carry in your hands and in your heart has the power to shift the trajectory of lives, unveiling paths once hidden and giving others the strength to walk them. This call demands resilience, a steadfast trust in your purpose, and a refusal to be deterred by the obstacles that rise before you. It is not for the faint of heart, for the stakes are eternal. You are tasked with scattering the veils that obscure humanity's potential, breaking apart the lies that have bound so many and showing them the boundless possibilities waiting beyond. This is no small mission. It is a divine commission, placed in your hands by a power far greater than yourself. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now. Share your blessings to glorify His kingdom. For you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. Picture a farmer preparing a barren field for a harvest. The land may appear desolate, but the farmer sees beyond its current state. They toil with determination, knowing that the soil holds the potential for life. You are that spiritual farmer, tilling the hard, unyielding ground of despair to sow seeds of transformation. Where others see hopelessness, you see opportunity. Where others falter, you press on, knowing that the harvest you're preparing is one of eternal significance. Think of yourself as a window through which sunlight streams into a darkened room. The glass doesn't create the light, it simply allows it to pass through, bringing warmth and clarity to spaces that would otherwise remain cold and unseen. Just like that window, your brilliance is not something you manufacture. It is the radiance of the divine shining through you. You are not the source, but you are the vessel, chosen to deliver light into the hearts and lives of those around you. This is not a mission for self-promotion or applause. The purpose of your light is not to make people marvel at the window, but to guide their eyes toward the sun itself. The power you channel is not meant to glorify your own name, but to magnify the one who placed this sacred work in your hands. Even if the world does not yet understand what it needs, you are called to persist, trusting that your light will reach those who are ready to see. Imagine standing on a hilltop, holding a lantern in the dead of night. The wind howls and the darkness feels heavy, pressing in from every side. But your lantern, small as it may seem, cuts through that darkness with an unwavering glow. The shadows may try to overwhelm you, but they can never extinguish the light you carry. That is your role in this divine calling, to hold steady, to keep shining, and to trust in the power of the source that fuels you. Every act of love, every word of truth, and every step of faith adds to the brilliance you radiate. And as you move forward, that light doesn't just illuminate your path. It casts its glow outward, creating a beacon that draws others toward hope and transformation. Your brilliance is not diminished by sharing it. In fact, the more you shine, the more you amplify the light of those around you. It's like lighting 1,000 candles from a single flame. Each one carries the same fire, and the room becomes brighter with every spark. Understand this: the darkness you face is not a sign that you are losing, but a testament to the power of the light within you. Shadows don't gather around what isn't a threat to them. The very fact that you encounter resistance is proof that what you carry is potent and needed. So, when opposition comes, let it strengthen your resolve. Remember, the light you hold is not fueled by your own strength, but by a power far greater than any obstacle that stands in your way. There will be moments when you feel the weight of the task before you, moments when the darkness seems relentless. But it is in those moments that your connection to the source becomes your greatest strength. Just as a river draws its flow from an endless reservoir, your light is sustained by the infinite energy of the Creator. You are never alone in this mission. The Divine Presence is with you, guiding you, renewing you, and ensuring that your light never falters. Think of the lives you touch as seeds planted in fertile soil. The light you shine becomes the sunlight they need to grow. You may not always see the fruits of your labor immediately, but trust that every beam of brilliance you cast is nurturing something unseen. The world is desperate for what you carry, even if it doesn't yet recognize its need. Your role is not to force understanding, but to remain faithful to your calling, knowing that in time, the seeds will sprout and the harvest will come. You are not just holding light, you are spreading it. Every smile, every kind gesture, every moment of courage sends ripples of illumination far beyond what you can see. The impact of your brilliance reaches places you may never set foot in, influencing lives you may never meet. This is the exponential power of divine light. It multiplies as it moves, touching hearts and changing futures in ways only heaven can measure. Remember, you are a part of something far greater than yourself. The light within you is not meant to be hidden or contained. It was given to you for a purpose, and that purpose is to shine. Even when you feel small, even when the night feels endless, trust in the power of the one who called you. The same light that placed the stars in the sky burns within you, and it will not be overcome. So stand firm, hold your lantern high, be the window that lets the sunlight flood in. The world may not fully understand the light you carry, but it needs it more than ever. And as you continue to shine, you are not only fulfilling your purpose, you are reminding everyone you touch that there is a greater light, a greater hope, and a greater love guiding us all home. This journey is one of faith and action, of courage and conviction. It's not enough to simply believe. You must act, and act boldly. Let your steps be decisive, your words be sharp with truth, and your actions burn with the clarity of divine purpose. The path ahead may be steep, but it is also glorious. You are not walking it alone. You are walking it as part of a grand design, supported and empowered by the Creator of all things. Take a moment to consider the ripple effect of your light. One beam can guide many ships, one spark can ignite countless flames, and one life lived with purpose can transform the lives of countless others. The stakes are too high, and the potential too great for you to hesitate. Every moment you stand firm, every choice you make to radiate truth, every step you take in faith is a step towards shifting the destiny of the world around you. The time for doubt has passed. The moment for action is now. You were not chosen by accident. You were chosen because you are equipped, empowered, and ready to rise. This is your time to step into the fullness of your calling and to fulfill the mission that has been set before you. The Creator is with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and pouring His light into you so that you can pour it into the world. You are not just a participant in this journey. You are a leader, a guide, and a living example of the divine truth that transforms everything it touches. Let your brilliance shine in such a way that it cannot be ignored. Let your actions speak louder than any words, and let your presence be a reminder to all who encounter you that there is a higher path, a brighter future, and a greater truth. You are here for this moment, chosen for this mission, and equipped with everything you need to succeed. Step forward boldly and let the world see what it means to be a beacon of transcendent brilliance. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the transitory concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now, you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this movement will return to you 100-fold in abundance. The task ahead is not one of simplicity or self-interest, but of profound transformation. You are entrusted with demonstrating the unending flow of divine generosity in a world entrenched in limitations and doubt. This journey is not about accumulating for personal gain, but about revealing the expansive nature of heavenly provision. You are called to construct frameworks that embody boundless possibilities, initiatives that restore dignity, encourage growth, and spark profound change. When others cling tightly to their fears of insufficiency, your mission is to act with open-hearted courage, showing that the essence of divine abundance is rooted in limitless grace. Through bold acts of trust and unselfish sharing, you become the catalyst for a ripple effect, planting seeds that bloom into a forest of transformative possibilities. True wealth is not confined to material gain, but flourishes in the enduring influence of love and purpose. The abundance you bring forth is not a distant vision. It is a reality waiting to be revealed through your unwavering commitment. Step into this role with clarity and determination, demonstrating that the flow of divine generosity knows no bounds and that you are a vessel of this eternal truth. Healing is not a passive wish, but an active charge requiring courage and action. The brokenness in humanity and the world is a call that cannot be ignored. Your role extends far beyond offering solace. It is about becoming an instrument of restoration and renewal. You are empowered to confront the deep cracks in existence, mending not only the physical, but also the spiritual wounds that have festered through neglect and despair. This responsibility demands that you engage fully, harnessing the authority granted to you by the Creator to bring balance where chaos has taken root. The earth, burdened by misuse and disconnection, cries out for harmony. Your charge is to work in tandem with divine forces, cleansing what has been polluted, healing what has been scarred, and rebuilding what has been torn down. This mission requires unwavering focus and a willingness to tread into the spaces others avoid, bringing light where shadows have lingered too long. Every act of restoration you undertake becomes a testament to the power of divine intervention. The task before you is immense, but the resonance of your actions will echo across time, ensuring that healing is both profound and enduring. To foster connection in a fragmented world is not a suggestion, but a sacred directive. You are to cultivate communities that transcend surface-level unity, forming networks of genuine purpose and shared spiritual growth. These gatherings are not casual meetings. They are sanctuaries built on the foundation of truth and designed to inspire transformative collaboration. Where disunity breeds conflict, you must sow seeds of understanding. Where bitterness festers, you must nurture the soil so that compassion can flourish. The spaces you create must extend beyond physical borders, touching the hearts of those within and radiating their strength outward to influence the world at large. The work is neither easy nor without resistance. It calls for unwavering resolve, the wisdom to navigate discord, and the vision to lead with authenticity. These sacred communities will serve as beacons of hope and faith, rekindling the spiritual fire of their members and illuminating the way for others. The mission demands boldness and steadfast determination, as it is through these alliances of purpose that the divine plan unfolds, offering light and love in the midst of division. The journey ahead demands a leap into a profound transformation, ushering humanity into a dimension where creativity and unity transcend the constraints of the mundane. This moment calls for deliberate leadership, an unwavering focus on aligning people with a higher rhythm that dissolves conflict and nurtures harmony. As one era dissolves into the next, the responsibility rests with you to become a channel for this evolution, cutting through confusion and illuminating the way for others to rise into clarity and purpose. This shift isn't gradual or passive. It is forged by intentional effort, unwavering collaboration, and an unbreakable commitment to a higher order. Each step you take sends ripples outward, not merely awakening individuals, but amplifying their capacity to contribute to a collective renewal. In the face of doubt, resistance, and inertia, you must stand as a testament to the fact that this moment has been humanity's destiny all along. Through your actions, the architecture of this elevated reality is constructed, setting the foundation for a future where balance and potential thrive. The task is monumental, yet your role as a guide, a catalyst, and an architect ensures its realization. The core of your purpose draws its strength from a connection that must be cultivated and fortified every day. The bond between yourself and the divine is not static. It requires consistent effort and devotion to remain unshaken. Through quiet reflection and focused intention, clarity emerges, enabling you to navigate the complexities of this path. The dialogue between you and the Creator is not confined to words. It reveals itself in the synchronistic flow of events, in the alignment of opportunities, and in the quiet assurance that comes when the steps ahead seem obscured. This relationship fuels your mission, sharpening your ability to discern and act with purpose. As you deepen this bond, distractions and doubts lose their grip, allowing divine energy to flow unhindered, equipping you to carry out the work assigned to you. The act of drawing closer to the source of all power is not optional. It is the foundation from which every other responsibility takes form. Through prayer, contemplation, and active alignment, you forge a connection that transforms hesitation into momentum and uncertainty into clarity. The challenges you face are not roadblocks, but opportunities to refine and rise. The pressures of chaos are not your undoing, but the forge where your resilience is shaped and strengthened. These trials strip away distractions, forcing a focus on what truly matters. They reveal the parts of you that need refinement and help you emerge as a sharper, more intentional force for transformation. Each difficulty is not a question of survival, but a chance to demonstrate the unwavering trust you have in the greater plan. Instead of fearing the storms, embrace them as the process through which you are refined into a vessel for profound impact. The strength required to overcome is not self-derived, but flows from a source that has already conquered all you face. These moments of trial, far from being deterrents, are catalysts for a deeper alignment with your mission. They carve pathways to greater wisdom, preparing you to navigate the most turbulent waters with an unshakable sense of purpose. The Earth and its delicate systems are not just a background for human existence, they are an integral part of the mission. Restoring this balance is not an act of charity, but a vital step in recalibrating humanity's place within a larger harmony. The cry of the planet is not an abstract plea, but a visceral reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. The call is clear: to restore what has been neglected and bring a renewed sense of stewardship to what has been entrusted to us. This is a task that requires both vision and urgency, demanding bold steps toward rebalancing ecosystems, nurturing life, and reconnecting humanity with its role as a caretaker rather than a consumer. Each action you take becomes a thread in the intricate fabric of restoration, tying humanity back to its purpose within the grand design. Through deliberate effort and reverence for creation, the wounds of the earth can be healed, and a foundation for a flourishing future can be established. Earth's equilibrium has been disrupted, not as an accident, but as a reflection of humanity's long-held disconnection from its sacred essence. It is not merely an object to be exploited, but a vital part of creation, resonating with life and divine intention. The responsibility to heal and restore this connection now rests upon you. This task is monumental, requiring decisive and transformative actions to mend what has been fractured and breathe life into what has been forgotten. The planet is calling for alignment, a recalibration to harmonize with the sacred frequencies that underpin its existence. Your work is not an act of generosity, but an obligation to balance, repairing the scars of neglect and bringing the earth into harmony with its greater purpose. Every deliberate step toward restoration creates a ripple of renewal, echoing far beyond the visible impact. As you engage in this sacred effort, you are not just revitalizing the earth, you are participating in a divine plan, elevating both creation and humanity toward a higher state of being. Humanity is not confined to the boundaries of this world, but is part of an interconnected web that stretches across the cosmos. The task before you is to build bridges, creating connections that resonate with the shared purpose of creation. This is not a mission of conquest, but of collaboration, an intentional effort to align with the larger forces that govern existence. The vastness of the universe is not empty. It is filled with potential and divine energy, waiting to be unlocked through unity. Your role is to act as a translator, harmonizing the aspirations of humanity with the rhythms of the cosmos. Each action, whether in thought, prayer, or deed, contributes to this universal melody. You are not working in isolation. Your efforts are intertwined with energies and intentions beyond your comprehension, forming an orchestra of divine creativity. With courage and determination, you must rise to overcome the illusion of separation, embracing the truth that all is one under the divine design. As you foster this cosmic alignment, humanity steps into its rightful role as a co-creator within the grand tapestry of existence. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be a part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed and let the light of the Lord guide your path. The work you do will not stop with you. It will echo through generations, awakening new leaders and shaping their journeys. Your responsibility is to equip and inspire those who will carry this mission forward. This is not a task of simple guidance, but one of transformative mentorship, where your experiences, wisdom, and resilience become tools to sharpen and prepare others for their sacred roles. Each person you inspire is a torchbearer, extending the reach of the light you ignite. This is not a matter of building your legacy, but ensuring that the divine vision continues to unfold through the lives you touch. The strength of your example, the conviction of your actions, and the clarity of your purpose will guide them toward their destinies. As you empower others, you magnify the impact of your mission, creating ripples of transformation that will resonate far beyond your time. This is a calling of multiplication, where every seed you plant grows into a forest of change, ensuring the divine purpose burns brighter and stronger with each passing moment. The future is not waiting passively. It is actively shaping itself around your choices and commitments. The time to act is not tomorrow, it is now. Every decision you make in alignment with this sacred calling strengthens the foundation of a world being transformed by divine energy. The obstacles ahead are not walls, but doors waiting to be opened by your courage and faith. You are not merely witnessing change, you are the very force driving it forward. Through your actions, the darkness recedes, and the light of divine purpose floods into every corner of existence. There is no hesitation in this path, only clarity and conviction. The world waits for your steps, for the story only you can tell, and for the transformation only you can bring. You are the beacon, the fire, and the force that ignites a future where divine alignment becomes reality.